Hare Krishna devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. So glories to Prabhupada. So shall we see?
Yes, you can stop. Complete?
Yeah.
Check my phone.
Jaya Padamajnava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Padamajnava Jaya Kunja Bihari Gopi Janavalabha Jaya Giri Varadhari Gopi Janavalabha Jaya Giri Varadhari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Yasodhanandana Jaya Jaya Prajanadranjana Yasodhanandana Jaya Prajanadranjana Yasodhanandana Jaya Prajanadranjana Yasodhanandana Jaya Prajanadranjana Yamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Kunda Bihari Yamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Kunda Bihari Jai Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Dear devotees, reading 7 Canto, chapter 10, text 42. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Text
Prabhu?
41 and 42.
Yeah, 41 and 42.
Thank you. Akhyatam sarvam etate yanmam tvam pariprashtavan Rama Gosha Sutadinam Hare Satmyam Api Disham. Akhyatam described, sarvam everything, etat this, te unto you, yat whatever, mam unto me, tvam you, pariprishtavan inquired, Damagosha Sutta Adinam of the son of Damagosha, Sishupala and others, Hare of the Lord, Satmyam equal bodily features, api even, visham although they were inimical. Translation of His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Everything you asked me about how Shishupala and others attained salvation, although they were inimical, has now been explained to you by me. Text number 42. I just read the translation. In this narration about Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, various expansions of or incarnations of the Lord have been described, and the killing of the two demons Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu has also been described. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Avatars or incarnations are expansions of Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, Govinda, Advaitam, Achyutam, Anadim, Anantarupam, Adyam, Purana, Purusham, Nava, Yovanam, Cha, Vedeshu, Durlabham, Adurlabham, Atma Bhaktau, Govindam Adipurusham, Tamaham Bhajami. I worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Govinda, who is the original person, non-dual, infallible, and without beginning. Although he expands into unlimited forms, he is still the original, and although he is the oldest person, he always appears as a fresh youth. Such eternal blissful, and all-knowing forms of the Lord cannot be understood by the academic wisdom of the Vedas, but they are always manifest to pure unalloyed devotees. Brahma Samhita 533. The Brahma Samhita describes the avatars. Indeed, all the avatars are described in the authentic scriptures. No one can become an avatara or incarnation, although he has become fashionable in the age of Kali. This has become fashionable in the age of Kali. The avatars are described. So we are talking about that everyone try to claim that he is God. If maybe he is very wealthy and has another other features and opulences of the Lord. Using these opulences, he claimed to be a God, but Krishna mercifully showing us in the Bhagavad Gita that you could ask actually proof of this kind of person that he is God if he claims to be God, to show his universal form. And usually they say that you cannot see my universal form. So Krishna also giving us this hint in Bhagavad Gita that he can grant the special vision. So that's how we can find the way how to know the truth about this person and say that he's rascal number one. The avatars are described in the authentic scriptures, shastras, and therefore, before one risks accepting a pretender as an avatara, one should refer to the shastras. The shastras say everywhere that Krishna is the original personality of Godhead and that he has innumerable avatars or incarnations. Elsewhere in the Brahma Samhita it is said, Ramadi Murtishu Kala Niyamana Tisthan. Rama, Narasimha, Varaha, and many others are consecutive expansions of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It's interesting, actually. My wife has and me, and we are studying Jyotish. She's more onto consulting, and I'm more technical side. And this what's described here in Shastra. It's actually practically you can see in movement of the planets, and even Krishna and Ram when they appeared in this earth. We know somehow Jyotish gurus, they know the day and the time of appearance of the Lord. So you cannot find this. It's very rare that all planets standing in very favorable positions. And as we know, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in the day of eclipse, and out of I think 26 eclipses, or this is the most auspicious. Wasn't everywhere? All others they are inauspicious, and only one inauspicious. So the Lord really, I mean, practically, we can prove that Shastras saying, yeah. So it's already implicated the incarnation of avatars. So reading further, after Krishna comes Balaram. After Balarama is Sankarshan, and then Aniruddha, Pradyumna, Narayana, and then the Purusha avatars, Mahavishnu, Garbhodakashaya Vishnu, and Kshiradakashaya Vishnu. All of them are avatars. One must hear about the avatars. Narrations about such avatars are called Avatara Katha. The narrations of Krishna's expansions. Hearing and chanting these narrations is completely pious. Srinvatam Svakatha Krishna Punya Shravanam Kirtanam. One who hears and chants can become punya, purified of material contamination. Interesting. That punya, and many astrologists, and they said that you have punya from previous life, and then usually they meant to have good deeds like helping protecting cows, helping poor people, and etc. But here we have we are reading then that punya actually it's purification of material contamination, and uh, it's interesting. Yeah, okay, reading further. Whenever there are references to the avatars, religious principles are established, and demons who are against Krishna are killed. The Krishna consciousness movement is spreading all over the world with two aims: to establish Krishna as a Supreme Personality of Godhead, and to kill all the pretenders who falsely present themselves as avatars. Interesting. The preachers of the Krishna consciousness movement must carry this in conviction very carefully within their hearts and kill the demons who in many tactful ways vilify the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. If we take shelter of Narasimhadeva and Prahlada Maharaj, it will be easier to kill the demons who are against Krishna and to thus re-establish Krishna's supremacy. Krishna's to Bhagavan Swayam. Krishna is the Supreme Lord, the original Lord. Prahlad Maharaj is our Guru, and Krishna is our worshipable God. As advised by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Guru Krishna Prasade Pai Bhakti Lata Bija. If we can be successful in getting the mercy of Prahlad Maharaj and also that of Narasimhadeva, then our Krishna consciousness movement will be extremely successful. The demons Hiranyakashipu had so many the demon Hiranyakashipu had so many ways to try to become God himself. But although Prahlada Maharaj was chastised and threatened in many ways, he rigidly refused to accept his powerful demoniac father as God. Following in the footsteps of Prahlad Maharaj, we should reject all the rascals who pretend to be God. We must accept Krishna and his incarnations and no one else. Om Magyantimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurumilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Vyayevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavabhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you, dear devotees, for giving me such an opportunity to study wonderful Shastras and translated by our dear Srila Prabhupada, and being among you, who is helping most of you helping to create this wonderful place. Bhakti Tirtha Swami Maharaj started. He has his wonderful chapel here and samadhi, and I'm always feeling very enthusiastic to come and to read his books. And the recent one I read, it was Beggar, book number 2. He was describing his dream, I think, yeah, when he went to Yamarajas. It was interesting this dialogue was with the Yamarajas and Maharaj. And Maharaj said, I was following 4 principles and I was chanting 16 rounds without fail. So, and yeah, Maharaj said, you were doing it for yourself. And he said, it's very interesting that you are here because you are responsible for the sins of every disciple you accepted, and um, and then secondly, because you're not following like your spiritual master, so you have to suffer 2 times. And then Maharaj said, and he said, which one you would like to suffer the first? He said, and then Maharaj said, I would like to suffer my guru, because I don't use I don't follow or not follow, like helping my Guru Maharaj, let's say, to spread this mission purely. And then, so I want to suffer for my Guru Maharaj sin. I mean, and then he heard Prabhupada voice that, you boy, come to me, you don't have to suffer. And that's the way he described compassion of Srila Prabhupada. And he described, yeah, it's wonderful, wonderful. So if you don't take advantage of these books, it's fantastic what pure devotees like His Holiness, but it is Swami Maharaj, they experience, and they somehow were very kind to put it everything in the written form, so you can speak to him, right, every day, basically. All right, so what I can say about it, it's very interesting. I would like to talk about punya. Punya, it's actually, you see, it's punya. It's materialistically, uh, astrologers can say that punya is like it's good karma, good karma. And here we see that punya from Krishna, from prasadam of our spiritual master, it's and material opulence, we can say, and it's also uh, purified from material contamination. So it means, actually, it means wonderful, and only in Krishna consciousness you can meet it. Uh, Fact that you have opulence and you don't have an attachment to this opulence, meaning that you're free from contamination, and you can have opulent house, opulent, beautiful wife, and money, and you can be free, and good children, and that's the only mercy of Srila Prabhupada and our spiritual masters. We can get it. We can get it. So what else is interesting here? Uh, Avatars coming on time, and already it is scheduled. Krishna coming by schedule, and I must say that we are so lucky to be here only after 540 years of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appearance, which is in our hundreds and hundred millions of lifetimes here in this material world. It's like a half a second ago. The smell of Mahaprabhu is here. So it's sometimes some beautiful uh, woman came out of this room, and you come after, and you smell that she was here. Someone was here with a nice fragrance. So the same Mahaprabhu, his smell is still here. And of course, mission of our acharyas continue to spread this transcendental smell to all of us. And somehow or other, one I also smell it a little bit by mercy of my Guru Maharaj. And yeah, we are here because um, not because it's just a pure mercy that we have found Vaishnavas, and basically it has changed our lives in many cases. As I told to also Dhruva Maharaj Prabhu, that I was born in a normal Ukrainian family. They ate meat and drink alcohol. It was a part of the culture, and I've seen it, and now 12 more than 12 years I haven't tried alcohol, and uh, and it's amazing how this taste of uh, serving devotees could grant us absolutely uh, new taste, and only when we have new higher taste, then we can reject the lower, as Krishna stated in Bhagavad Gita. Okay, dear devotees, maybe you can ask questions. I feel maybe if you have some comments or questions, maybe here.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna,
Thank you
Nambavati Mataji.
for class. You were mentioning that you replaced your, I'm assuming, taste for alcohol with the higher taste, of course, of chanting and sadhana. Did you find that that transition came easily, or was it gradual? Was it difficult? I'm just curious about that whole experience of your taste changing.
Oh, thank you. So, actually, you know what? How it happened? We have so I wasn't religious. I was born in USSR in 80s. So it still was end of USSR, and in that time, God was forbidden word in USSR, and it wasn't aggressive. Yeah, still in the villages, the worshiping of mainly Christianity was going on. By my family, my mother, she kind of believed in God, but she like believed in something inside her, and she never actually talked to me so much. And anyway, I was atheistic, and. Mm, uh, and then when I was growing up, that happened that in 20 when I was 26 years old, I started my own business. And unfortunately or fortunately, both enough, it was very successful. Like, it was restaurant chain, it was healthy food in my understanding that time. And this healthy food, so basically we were very popular in Kiev. It's the restaurant chain is still there, but I am not an owner anymore. I sold it. So I actually achieved all material. I surpassed my father's wealth when I was 29. So I had cars, I had my flat paid, no need to pay monthly fees. I had money I think $10,000 I just take because I don't need more. In that time, in 2000, like 2000, beginning 2013, 14, it in Ukraine, when you have $2,000 a month in that time, it's like it's maybe in US to understand it, you have $100,000 a month. So to just understand the price difference. And yeah, I kind of lost the I achieved everything I wanted, and I start to search for something more, and then I start to read actually New Testimony, and then uh, who am I? Yeah, this question, and it wasn't enough, and I start to fast, and we have one big fast, 40 days in spring. All Christians they have. So I abstain of the alcohol, meat, and it is actually quite, yeah, it's vegan diet. And I liked it so much, this purity. Then after this, when I stopped the fasting, I tried to eat. I ate meat, and I remember that I said, "Yes, this is some energy, but it's a very cruel energy, some very intense energy." So that's what I felt that time. That this meat is like giving. So Krishna gave me intelligence to this intelligence meaning happiness and detachment that you can see you can see differences between your states and then you make a conclusion what is good for you, what is not good. So answering your question then, and this day it was gradually smoke. I quit smoking when I got ill so much. I started coughing and I said no. I just stopped in one day. And alcohol, yeah, I stopped alcohol when I met Guru Maharaj, and meat as well. Like um, he just said four principles, and I already had this experience with the fasting on this Christian 40 days. So I said, yeah, it was like one day decision. My wife supported me, and she said to me she never liked meat actually. She just ate it because, it's custom. Everyone eats, she also. Um, that's what happened. However, I can tell you that as Patri Prabhu was saying, we are not trying to make people interested. We are looking for interested people. And I can tell you that this is so true because if not all this kind of steps towards where am I, it wasn't. Yeah, it was there. I mean, it was designed like this. I believe, and actually, I not believe it's knowledge. If you see the Shastra, if you see astrology, you can say, for example, there is a Mahadashas. Mahadashas, this is ruler of a certain period of your time, and you all are now in different Mahadashas. And if you have K2 Mahadasha, K2 is 7 years of basically a very austere life. You don't want to enjoy anything. It's automatically you just losing the taste of anything material, because Ketu is like detachment, and every person on earth, uh, mostly, will have this Ketu, and this Ketu he will be looking for a spiritual taste, striving for this, and in that time, if he met devotee somehow, then he will be interested. Otherwise, if he is in Venus period, Venus it means enjoyment. No interested in he will be in material things, or like sun or so. So that's very important that uh, to approach someone in the right time and the right place, and this is Krishna's arrangement. Sorry if I took so long to answer your question.
No, that was beautiful. Thank you. So, are you saying, in terms of these um, optimal time periods for each person based on astrology, are you saying the word K2?
Yeah, me, it was, so yeah, it was some period, yeah, let's say internal, um, uh, 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 just search, and it was,
Mm.
yeah, it was uh, connected to, of course, because you see, if we see horoscope, we see charts of Lord Ram and Lord Krishna, you definitely see that he comes to as Krishna comes in different forms in this life, in this material world, he is not under the rules of material nature or material gunas, yeah, material modes of nature. However, he follows the rules, and he follows the natural uh, 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 um, laws, not because he needs to, just because uh, because otherwise no one will follow if Krishna won't set an example. So that's interesting for me as well, to know that all of us following this material nature, even Maharajas and everyone, they are looking in their charts, and they know what flavor will be, what kind of uh, things, many of them. So to think that we are above material nature, it's a little bit bold for me. uh, because even Krishna being above everything, he just play. I mean, he plays it as he is under this. I mean, following the right birth and the right place, and yeah. And then it's interesting story about Abhijit. There is one nakshatra, hidden nakshatra they call it, and Krishna, yeah, he just bewildered Duryodhana not to start the war in this nakshatra, because it's very powerful. Also, you see so many things in Mahabharata we can find.
Thank you. So basically, what I hear you saying is that within every person's life, there are periods where, or optimal periods of time where spiritual enlightenment is more apt to be received and imbibed.
Yes, it's a activation of different energies in this body. Every body we have, so it contains of different energy of the planets, and when it time comes, it's just activating certain energy inside our body. And by the way, it's very good to understand this even in a relationship. So many divorces we can avoid because people don't understand what's happening. Yeah, and it's my wife, because she's in knowledge. She knows that some planet is coming to my like moon, and she said, "Okay, you'll be irritated, you know." And she's okay. She's fine. She said, "We need to wait just a couple of days." And the same, she's sending me messages like, "Be careful of me because I could be like, you know, very angry." And so when you're in knowledge, then you don't have to blame on person, because we are really in many cases we are puppets in these energies, you know. We just have to find this knowledge of, so that we are not this body, that we are not this mood and abilities as well. This is not we are all above this or beyond this, and we just it just become very interesting to observe how material energies in your body, how it works according to schedule, actually. Yes, we know the schedule, and it's funny. Yeah.
Mm. Thank you very much, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Any other practical and transcendental questions and commentaries?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Taraka Prabhu.
Thank you for your class.
Hare Krishna.
Nice to hear from you. And I have a question. Srila Prabhupada says in his purport that, let me find that now. He's saying that the preachers of the Krishna consciousness movements have two businesses, to spread Krishna consciousness and to kill the demons.
Yeah. Yes.
Um, and I don't want to speculate, but I'm assuming that he does not mean literally killing. That he's talking about I don't know, killing the demonic mentality,
Yes.
or somehow undermining the nefarious activities of um, um, pretend uh, gods and so on. But um, what are your thoughts?
Thank you very much, actually, Taraka Krishna Prabhu, Taraka Prabhu, that he said 3 times kill, 3 times, but also he said about kill the demons. So basically, demons, this is something which is connected to uh, uh, state of mind. We that's why. You see, Srila Prabhupada, he is a perfect example of Shastra and man of Bhagavatam. So he knows perfectly that if we don't help this demon-minded like person now, if we don't kill his mentality, then he will suffer so much after this lifetime, and he becomes a cause or the cause of so many sufferings here of different people. Like we see now some presidents, some big positioned people, they become demoniac and they cause devastation around them, and they are so unhappy. They try to fulfill this whole of Krishna with some nonsense, with some more sense enjoyment, and they don't understand why no one else is happy and he is not happy. So they don't know the perfect knowledge uh, of shastras, and they're misguided. That's why he said we should help. Krishna Prabhupada in Bhagavad Gita, it is, I think, second chapter of Bhagavad Gita, when Prabhupada, Krishna said, don't disturb materialistic people. And Prabhupada writes in comments that we should disturb. Actually, he contradicts Krishna. But he contradicts it because this mercy of Vaishnava, it's much more than even, it is inconceivable. But it's compassion of Vaishnava, of pure devotee. It's more the compassion of Krishna. And that's why he said, let's go and kill, go and kill. This is what we should do, but meaning that this is demoniac thinking. We should go and kill because it will help society and it will help this person to not suffer this lifetime and next lifetime. This is how I understand it.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Tafi. Thank you for your question. Any other transcendental questions or comments?
I have a question which may not be so transcendental.
Mhm.
So you are Ukrainian,
This body manufactured in Ukraine, correct?
and so Ukraine is in the midst of a serious war. There are terrible atrocities committed,
Yes.
and here in the United States, we are far removed from all of these things. We hear a little bit in the news, but we don't have any practical experience of what's going on. And sometimes we wonder um, what is happening to the devotees in Ukraine. There are some wonderful temples and very nice devotees. How are they managing under the circumstances? Are the temples okay? Are the devotees safe, or what's happening? I'm wondering what you know about what's happening there.
So many devotees ha has left have left the situation and now they are spread across the globe, mainly in Europe, United Kingdom. They are safe there, and about devotees who left inside Ukraine. Achyuta Prabhu, who is the leader of GBC of Ukraine, he's a wonderful manager, and he's taking care of all devotees. Uh, and I know big they put to sleep big deities in the main Kiev temple, so that they are still there because they don't want drones or someone to destroy, to hurt Radha Madhava. And of course, many devotees went to fight uh, actually, and I think the number has been killed during the war. It's I think 70 devotees they have been killed. And the list is there, so yeah, it can be found in internet. And due to non misunderstanding of position of official position of ISKCON Ukraine, there were there are certain calamities and clashes between two groups. Like one group said, this is like uh, true, I mean, righteous war. We've been attacked, and we should oppose and fight. This is one mood, and another mood is uh, we are Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mm, movement, so forget about war, become Lord Chaitanya's soldiers, and forget about this material thing. There is no Krishna in this war, and you should not have um, engagement in this war. And actually, they provide. I mean, the government provides the exclusion, you know, from the war if you officially register as a pujari or uh, some service in the temple, then you either exclude it or you give a, like some alternative, no, not to go to the front line. Yeah, that's what's happening, and in my humble opinion, uh, it doesn't matter who wins this war, because uh, eventually this war is just only one small conflict in globally, and the wars will continue unless we stop killing thousand bulls, as Srila Prabhupada said. So that's why I'm here. It's a very important place, and I have a project to facilitate what you are doing and other Goshalas. Um, and I just concentrated on. I was helping Ukraine, but then I said, you know, why it doesn't change. Yeah, it will help, but it doesn't change much this structure of the sufferings of all living entities in this world. So that's yeah.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Hmm. So
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Thank- thank you so much for your class and your
Yeah, it is
explanations.
Jagannatha Pandit Prabhu, yeah? I don't see, but JP means
Yes,
Jagannatha Pandit Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
yes, it is. Hare Krishna. Um, yeah, so yeah, we've had some conversations around your project. Maybe you could share a little more with the devotees, uh, the ways that what you see as your mission at this time.
Yeah, the idea is to have to introduce to all devotees the mm, option of shared cow adoption, meaning that not only one guardian and one cow could be coexist. I mean that I need to pay for the full cow. So, but in the app which is coming soon, it will be an option to support cow by several dozens of people by subscribing for a few dollars a month. So the idea is to decrease the uh, monthly payment for those who cannot afford, and secondly to make it personal, so to see updates of your cows, what their needs, or how this her health, or and give an opportunity to maybe come, because if it's real cow, it's the real updates every week, to come here to see your cow and to bring her some I don't know, gifts or whatever is appropriate. So I'm figuring out with the Dhruva Maharaj Prabhu about this, and working to finalize the first draft this week. So I'm humbly requesting your blessings to make it done. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. That's a fantastic project. I'm excited about it because you probably heard about the Adopt a Cow program that we had here in Gita Nagari before. So you're taking it to another level. Yeah, all blessings to that project.
Thank you, Jagannath Prabhu. Hare Krishna. So thank you very much, devotees, and have a great day ahead. And all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.